So today is my last day in North Philly. I want to show you my room as I pack it up. Camera gear, my bag, some of the stuff I have there. You know, packing. It's my desk. I want to show you this. This is really cool. This was a present given to me by Tommy and Amira. Renegade Flow. Let me show you this. Look at this. Yo. Let me try it on. Let's go. Out in its cage. Hulk. You gotta keep him locked. This thing's pretty dangerous. Get over here. All packed up, ready to go.
And then I was like, it was just my Lightroom catalog was like, I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man changed my life when I was 16, and I'm 36. That's why I know it's 20.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
Bryan Lathrop, photographer, skateboarder, artist. I don't know.
All around crazy man.
Muscle machine. Yeah. Amy's Puerto Rican food.
Pastelillos, yo.
Yes.
Have you ever seen Residente?
Yeah, he's good friends of a friend of mine.
Oh, that's right. We talked about him before.
He's amazing.
He is the most incredible lyricist.
Yep. Wow. This is the spot. Smells good.
They have, you know what tostones are?
Yeah, the bananas, but like...
Yeah, so they have tostones nachos that are the The orange ones, is it because they put achote in them? The only one that's like really The other one's red and black.
Yo, tostones nachos. Let's go. So it was very crazy. Last time we were here in Philly, you said it out loud. Like, moving to New York would be economical suicide. And that just sounds so hard in my head. I was like, yeah. We go back and Mariam's in the flight like, I want to live in New York. I'm like, didn't you just hear what Bryan said? What the fuck? She's like, yeah, but I think you could do really good.
You're young enough. You've got the skills.
I don't have kids, man. That's huge. I think what you guys do is remarkable. I couldn't imagine living life having kids.
I wouldn't want to bring kids in this world right now anyway.
Hey, man. This is amazing. Wow, thank you, Bryan.
Dude, that is the shit. Look at that. Once we get the main cross up here is Girard Avenue, and I lived. I got off at the Girard Avenue L stop. I'll show you the photo. My first art direction photo shoot. In my what is going on here? In our dining, I think you've seen that print in our dining room. There's that shot of us sitting against the wall, and that's right up here around the corner. Kung Fu Necktie is up here on the left. See the graffiti?
What is that?
It's a punk rock nightclub.
Oh.
It's like a little bar that gets great bands.
Wow, it looks like it. Wow.
It's KFN, Kung Fu Necktie. Philly's the best as far as murals.
That's true. That's
called the Starlight Ballroom. I saw the Dead Kennedys there. And this is when punk rock was not mainstream, not like Vans Warped Tour, you know. It was, you got shot at, and
People got stabbed.
People did not like punk rockers at all. And the locals here they came in with baseball bats, and like somebody threw an M80 into the crowd and blew up this girl's foot. It was on this side of the street. And I saw one downtown right in front of City Hall. He was completely doubled over. A friend of mine who's just a phenomenal story. 5 years ago, 6 years ago now. 6 years ago, he shoot 12 bags of heroin a day. And now he runs 100-mile races and sets records.
Fuck yeah.
There's one. Looks like my nephew. That dude's... What the f*** is he doing?
What I learned is that a lot of these people just had like a really bad accident. And they were just like stuck on some hard medicine.
Yep. That's usually how it starts.
That's what happens when the pharmaceutical and all those things, the health becomes a business, man.
Yep.
Ah, the kid with the camera is sick.
Kensington.
Yeah.
People, you pull over to let the fire engines through.
Oh, they're there. That's the spot.
Oh, it's right there?
Yeah. Just getting off the rig or getting on the rig, that's what more firefighters die. Oh, it's burning. You see it? The Philly fire. Damn. Coming to you live from the fire.
Right? I don't see.
I saw the smoke.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I smell it. I smell it.
Good job. I went to fire tech program. You remember that? I studied to be a firefighter, but that didn't work out, dude. That's the hardest thing you can study. Literally, like that's a hard fucking thing to go to school for. I'm wondering if that building is where Rocky lived. That one in the corner.
Which one?
This one, because it has a perfect mural like in the corner of him and Adrian.
Oh yeah, the one that's down at the bottom is the one that belongs to the city.
So that's the city's.
That's the one that's always here, and there's a line there.
Mm-hmm. And then that,
like year round, there's always somebody there waiting to get their photo taken. And then the one that's up at the top of the steps, Sylvester Stallone apparently lent that to the city temporarily.
I mean, I would be pretty weirded out to have a statue of myself in my house.
Well, it's the character though.
Yeah.
You know, Rocky the.
And
they have a Rocky store there now too. Like I know those steps. I know all the holes and like.
This man is one of the ones responsible to run up and down the Rocky stairs.
Not responsible, but
I
was one of 30 dedicated athletes that we did it for 24 hours straight.
They go up and down those stairs for 24 hours nonstop.
62.6 miles or something like that I did. Between midnight and 4 a.m. is really, really hard. Really, really hard. Because
you're not a human anymore.
It's rough, and it depends on the weather. Like if it's humid and hot, like oh man. But I had we started at 9 a.m. and I hit the marathon mark. I hit the 26.2 at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it was for a full 24 hours. So my goal was to hit 60 miles. And I hit 60 miles at 7:30 in the morning. And I was ready to curl up and take a nap because I hit my goal. And then a friend of mine from my run club, he's like, no, Brian, he's from Burundi.
Keep going.
He's like, no, Brian, this is a 24-hour race, man. You got to keep going. You'll thank me. And I was like, oh. So I got another 2 3/4 miles.
Do you ever lose your consciousness?
No.
Like I mean, like you're on autopilot?
I didn't hallucinate. Some friends of mine who did it. Hallucinated a little bit. I did it 2 years in a row, and
so you're like mentally ready and strong.
I knew what to deal with. I knew exactly. The first year I didn't know what I was doing. I latched on to these guys who do ultra marathons, who do like the Moab 240. Oh, this is a Betsy Cassagna.
Yeah, I remember this.
Sophia and I worked on this one actually. I love that. On one of these pink panels. But I latched onto these guys who do these races in the desert, right? And they do that all the time, and they're like, okay, you know, you can't You can't sit for more than 10 minutes every hour. Like if you got to change your socks or shoes or whatever, or like bathroom breaks or food, nutrition, hydration, you know, get ahead of the pain, start taking your ibuprofen ahead of time because you're going to start hurting.
Yeah.
But you got to worry about sunstroke, right? Heat exhaustion. So you don't want to get sunburn. You got to cover up, but you got to hydrate. You got to make sure you're not getting blisters. Chafing is your nemesis, man.
Your growing gets all like
Dude,
rash.
Yeah, dude. Oh. There's a thing. It looks like deodorant. It's called Body Glide.
Mm-hmm.
It's your best friend, man. You slather you growing up. You put it on your feet. Because and there's things called compression socks,
mm-hmm.
which help keep the swelling down. I mean, you learn all kinds of stuff. I learned an immense amount my first year. I ran for about 6 hours of that, so that's why my mileage was so high. My elevation was about 13,000 feet. In the movie, in Rocky, there's 72 steps. Those are the ones he runs up and he does his dance,
mm-hmm.
jumping up and down and whatnot. But at the top of those steps, there's another, like, it's like a city block long, and then there's another 24 up to the art museum, and then you touch my ritual was like touch the wall and then walk that flat, and that flat gives you a little bit of recovery like time, right? And then you get there to the bottom of the steps and you walk out that little bit out to the curb.
Uh-huh.
So the ritual for me was, okay, during training, I would only go up and down those 72 steps. So I did like a half marathon one time doing training on the steps at 90 degrees. You're either climbing or descending the entire time. There's no rest, right? There's absolutely, and so it's brutal on your body. Adding that little bit of flat at the top, like by the time I added the flat, got up, had the 24 steps, came back down, did the flat again. One of the things I learned when I started running is like, in the beginning, oh man, I gotta get fast time. I gotta get such and such a pace, and I gotta get such and such a time. That shit's all relative, man.
Mm-hmm.
Look around you, man. So many people in this country are in really bad shape physically.
Mm-hmm.
And my physical therapist is like, motion is the lotion, Brian. Motion, you gotta keep moving. Movement is medicine. And it doesn't matter, a 15-minute mile is just as good as a 7-minute mile or a 6-minute mile.
Mm-hmm.
You're still running a mile. You have all these goals like, I want to get sub 2 hours, because that's a milestone mark, right? I want to get, or like if you're doing a marathon, you want to get sub 4.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Under
like
3,
you're in another level.
It's elite.
I like what Casey Neistat says about running.
Oh yeah.
He says, I hate running. I love to finish.
But it's like meditation, man. It's like meditation. Dude, I am red. Holy shit. I get into this rhythmic breathing where I'm like exhaling, like try to exhale for 4 steps.
Mm-hmm.
And you just do that
it's
over
like a mandala mantra.
Yeah.
It's a mantra.
Yeah. I'm locked in Philly. Like I know all the run clubs.
Yeah.
I know where people run. I know where to set up. And come on, Pinchy Pudo.
Pinchy Pudo. That's so cool.
So, big bulk photos, FDR locals and skaters. All right. FDR. Correspondence, database, documentary stuff. Let's see. Interesting. It's on backup. Huh. That's not good. There's a cat that I met when I was freelancing at Temple, and he was an art director there, and then he's now living in Portugal, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, you would be perfect for this gig. These guys, this is Christian, he's Argentine, and this guy named Tongo, who's from Uruguay. This is Tongo. This guy's like a master drum builder. He does handmade congas and like there's a bunch of African drums that I don't remember the names of. Like this is some of the stuff. Like that's with the lathe, like the wood chips just flying. But these things, like all the... I was like a kid in a candy store doing this shoot. I think he was at that angle. I was like, wait, stay there. And I like throw myself on the ground. I'll show you the shot that I got. I was like, stay there and look through the hole. Right? But look at the walls. I'm like, oh my God, I'm in heaven. But look at that drum. I was like a kid in a candy store shooting in here, man. These textures. Doesn't that make you want to eat it? It looks like an empanada. Like
pasta, empanada.
Yeah, empanada. There's the rings. But just to watch the process was amazing. Welding and saws and sanding and like all this, just circle. All this stuff, man. I felt like I was privileged to see this incredible process, you know. But I wanted to show you trails. So this is this body of work I had this idea of like wrapping dancers, or it doesn't have to be just dancers. It started with dancers, and right now I just have a bunch of women, but I have ideas. I got these things, right? Mm-hmm. So I literally wrapped her arm, right? So this was the very first time I tested out this technique. Like,
that is amazing. Then the dress, yo.
So part of it is mixing continuous light, and then rear curtain sync, and then obviously the LEDs are continuous light. When I had the idea, this is pretty damn close. But it didn't, and I was excited about it, and this was in a yoga studio, so that pattern on the floor matched, which is cool. No one in the world has seen this yet.
Because it's like her hair, there's so many things happening.
Oh, dude, her hair is amazing. It reminds me of Venus de Milo.
Yeah.
This happened because I said yes to her idea of the snow angel. Mm-hmm. So that's because of collaboration. That one's pretty cool, too. Because look at the back of that dress. So she was the second one, and then the other person that I got. So the third person was Wei. She's the one who I did this guy, this shot. So that was inspiration.
Oh, that champagne of beers.
I just remember the Miller girl sitting on the moon, and so I told her, and she was psyched about the idea. So these are all pretty much straight out of camera, right? And we were trying to get it dialed in. Initially, I wanted the crescent, right? Mm-hmm. And Sophia would grab her feet and run and then spin her. And then but I wanted to get the full sphere, to get that. So it was a 2-second. But the problem is, I love that. That's still cool, but it's not as cool as her facing you. Exactly. That's still beautiful. I'm really happy with that. This is really cool. That's pretty cool. These are like outtakes, right? The only thing I photoshopped in here, basically, other than the exposure, was like adding the stars and like making it monochrome. So
sick. That's the original one.
That's the original. It's just making it monochrome and adding the stars.
That is awesome.
The other one is my friend Valerie, who's a violin player. So we wrapped her bow. Right. Well, imagine drums. Imagine, conga drums.
It's going to be sick.
But my favorite...
Yo.
That one's kind of cool. There you get a little bit of weird ghosting.
Like she's being exercised.
That's the
or
one.
Something.
I really, really like this one.
Herrera. With bammers. That thing was crazy.
Cedar. It's a cedar wax wing.
Damn, that's where you're teaching me how the fuck
to fish.
Yes. Whoa.
I wish I had told you to get that out of the way. That bugs the shit out of me.
Yeah. AI could help you now. Them crooked fingers.
Dude, your hands are really interesting.
Yeah. Wow, dude. This was 9 years ago.
No, it wasn't.
2017.
Holy
Yeah.
Holy
We've been like
Holy
together for a fucking while, man.
Wait a minute. So this...
That has to be like 15 years ago or more.
No, you were right, dude. July 5th. July 3rd, 2005. Oh my God.
We've been friends for 20 years.
Holy I'm getting old, man.
We are. Yeah, that was one of my
2017.
biggest
Damn, this seemed like
dreams.
yesterday.
Louis Galindo from FDR. Do you remember? We were talking that and like, oh man, with the shoes.
Yo, Louis Galindo.
Yes.
Over here.
How cool, man. Drinking.
Drunk on milk.
Hey. Wow.
Oh, wait till you see how big he is now, man.
And I'm like closing. Oh, like, yeah. I'm like, we're like diplomatic people. We have to shake hands.
There you are.
With the love of my life.
The nutritionist.
Wow.
Okay, so this one was a couple years ago. This is the one.
This was 2 years ago.
Yeah, May 14th, 2022.
Yeah.
And that puddle was actually fortuitous. Like, that was kind of cool that puddle was there.
Yo, I'm glad I didn't drop her, bro.
So am I.
You're missing the Mexi-Bam ones.
Oh, no, they're there.
They're there.
Hold on.
the first time I came here, no, this is the second time I came here. When I fell asleep and woke up and you guys had punked me.
Wait.
I think it's gone.
No, you're. Oh, it's because I have the. All right, now we'll get everything. I think. Wait a minute. What?
Those are very old. Those are the ones that are 20.
Wait. Luis. It's all about whether you have a keyword.
Mexi-Bam.
I probably.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It was there. It's gonna happen. Yes.
Oh my God, that's when Love Park was still Love Park.
Mm-hmm. So the story behind this is it was my second visit to Philly, and Brian and Willie Science, they knew how much of a Bam Margera fan I was. So as I was sleeping,
Willie had a good idea.
They fucking did this masterpiece. I still have the grip tape. Like, I took it apart. Look at that. Yo, I will not follow
Ben like a puppy. Hello, my name is Ben Margarita. We were like, oh, we punked him.
I had Valos tattoos first. I invented God music. I should be myself. I am not Bam. I'm just a copycat. Clothes, jewelry, tats. I love this. This is real skateboarding. Look at that. You guys are like, yo.
Out in the middle of Spruce Street.
I love that. Like, I was empowered by being, called out.
That's too funny, man.
Thank you. That put a lot of dirt in my pants, guys. Thank you. After that, you could talk shit of me and I'd be like, dude, whatever.
I have a shit ton of FDR stickers.
Is it that box over there?
Whatever you want.
Because I still have my loot, but I want one for this board. Oh, shit. Oh, what the fuck? This is like the mother load, the bank. Oh my God. Damn, man. This is so good. Eat my just want a Keystone and one Errand boy.
Whatever you need, man.
Keystone and Errand boy. That's it. Don't watch. This is it.
Dude, I'm so not hungry at all right now.
It's like till tomorrow.
Yours is amazing.
That's like the whole point of playing chess, to trash talk and to like have fun at it, right?
Yeah, and exercise your brain a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we got?
So right now, Brian's taking me to his local park, not to skate, to play chess.
Let's see if there's anybody here, though. It's empty.
Totally, there's not one player.
There's usually, I see some guys at the end, but I don't know if they're even playing chess.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's like 4 built-in tables.
How is it again? Who gets the white ones, whoever challenges or whatever? Or?
I don't care.
I don't care.
When I'm playing, I don't care.
I'm just trying to have fun here.
All right. In that case. Because, like, there's some guys who will take...
Hell no.
50 minutes on a
Hell
friggin' game.
no,
like,
bro.
But there's guys who will do that.
The white one begins, right?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Go fuck yourself. War, motherfucker. Go. Huh.
So.
That's how you lose.
The first business you want to take care of is getting your pieces developed, getting your pieces active.
Gotcha.
So, there's your training wheels.
So I want to tell you, I'm from the border of El Paso and Juarez. I came here, I'm 36. I came here when I was 16 years old, and I came to skate. I'm a skateboarder. So I'm under I-95, and I meet Brian. So
I skateboarded up until I was in my 50s. I'm 61 now.
Okay.
But I skated up until about, 55.
So our friendship is 20 years old, and of me just coming to skate with him, hang out with him. So
That's a good thing. Okay, that's good.
and now we're 20 years later here playing chess. You know, it's the best, man. All right, let's start this.
Harsh to my mellow, man. I like my little.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up, Dave?
How's it going?
What's going on, Brian?
I'm Luis. Nice to meet you.
Dave, this is Luis. My
Hey,
buddy
Luis.
from New York and Mexico.
Oh, okay. You play up to chess?
No.
No, not really. I mean, I play chess. I don't win chess.
He's a good shit talker, but he's got a game to back it up. So.
What the knight is doing, keep that king off of that square.
Yeah.
And you can't go over there. The only maneuver would be to trade off the pawns. But you'd end up trading off the pawns. It would be a draw anyway.
Yeah.
Because you got that bishop holding down the white square. You call it a draw, you want to draw.
The bat heads to draw a lot.
Yeah, the last time we played before it got cold, it was a draw,
It
man.
was in the fall before it got cold. Yeah.
Sick.
You get stuck behind the dump truck.